Okay, so in the high-stakes world of anesthesia, something big is happening. A quiet revolution, you could say. What used to be just a temporary fix for staffing shortages, well, it's now become a central, defining feature of the entire job market. We're talking about a massive shift in how providers work and how hospitals have to operate. Let's get right into it.
300 days. Just let that number sink in for a second. According to the latest analysis, that's the average time it now takes to recruit and fill a single permanent physician role. We're talking nearly a full year from the moment a job gets posted to that doctor's first day seeing patients.
And that leads us to the huge question that's driving this entire shift. What is the real cost of leaving an operating room dark for almost a year? An empty OR isn't just an inconvenience. It's a massive, multi-million-dollar drain on revenue. It's a bottleneck for patients, and it's an absolute pressure cooker for the staff that's left behind. This is the billion-dollar problem facing healthcare right now.
So look, this isn't just some HR headache. When it becomes this hard to find anesthesia talent, it turns into a major strategic weakness for a hospital. Every single day a position stays open, it creates a domino effect of lost surgical revenue, canceled procedures, and just intense burnout for the providers who are left trying to cover all the gaps. But you know what? The market is smart. It adapts. And out of this crisis, a new career path hasn't just shown up, it has absolutely exploded. Locum Tenens isn't a temporary stopgap anymore. For literally tens of thousands of providers, it is a deliberate primary career choice. It's a powerful course correction, and it's being driven by the very people on the front lines.
This one quote, it just says it all, doesn't it? You hear it everywhere. It's the sound of burnout. It's the frustration of being buried in administrative tasks and losing your autonomy. It's the core reason why so many experienced anesthesiologists and CRNAs are walking away from those traditional, permanent roles.
And this table here, it really just lays out the trade-off they're making. You can see the contrast so clearly, right? The rigid schedules and the heavy admin burden of a permanent job versus the flexibility and the pure clinical focus of a locum tenens role. For so many, it's about getting back to the real work they were actually trained to do.
And yeah, let's talk about the money, because you just can't ignore it. While that work-life balance is a huge driver, the pay is undeniable. We're talking hourly rates for locum anesthesiologists hitting between $300 and $400. So this isn't just about lifestyle, it's a seriously strategic financial move that's impossible for anyone, providers or facilities, to overlook.
Okay, so let's flip the coin and look at the other side of this. Hospitals and clinics can't fight this tide, so the smart ones are adapting. They're ditching the old, reactive, last-minute hiring scramble. Instead, they're strategically building locum tenens providers right into their long-term staffing models from day one.
And the data here is, wow, it's crystal clear. This is not some fringe movement anymore. A staggering 81% of facilities used more locums than they even planned to. And 80% are planning to either keep that level or increase it. Locum tenens has officially gone mainstream. It's gone from being a crisis response to just a routine part of operations.
You know, industry experts have this great metaphor for it. They call locums the canary in the coal mine. And what they mean is that trends in the locums market, like a sudden spike in demand for a certain specialty, they happen almost in real time. They are the leading indicators, the canary, that tells you what the permanent job market is going to look like 6 or 12 months down the road. It's like having a crystal ball.
So, in a market that's defined by this constant, urgent need, speed becomes the most valuable thing you can have. Speed is the new currency, and this is exactly where the modern locum tenens agency plays its most critical role. They are the engines built specifically to solve the single biggest point of friction in the entire healthcare hiring world.
And that friction, it has a name, the administrative black hole. Think about it. A hospital finally finds the perfect candidate, and then they get stuck for 90 to 120 days, just waiting on credentialing, privileging, and payer enrollment. Every single day a provider is stuck in that paperwork purgatory is another day of lost revenue for the hospital.
This is where an agency provides so much value. I mean, a hospital's internal team is juggling a million different things, but a modern agency has dedicated teams that live and breathe credentialing. It's all they do. They have the systems, the contacts, the expertise, and they can turn that 4-month administrative nightmare into a process that takes just a few weeks. It's a game changer.
So we've got this booming, fast-moving market. But with that boom comes a ton of noise. The whole ecosystem is crowded. You've got different agencies, countless job boards, social media. It's just fragmented. For a recruitment agency trying to find the right talent, the biggest challenge has shifted. It's not about finding providers anymore. It's about simply being seen by them.
So in this crazy environment, there's one trend that stands out above everything else. The single biggest area of explosive demand that agencies need to be laser focused on right now is CRNAs.
Get this number, 55%. That is the massive year-over-year growth in demand for certified registered nurse anesthetists. The need for CRNAs isn't just growing, it is accelerating at a pace that is completely reshaping the entire anesthesia staffing world. And that creates an absolutely immense opportunity for agencies that can figure out how to effectively tap into this market.
You know, industry analysts have a powerful way to describe this velocity. They call it hockey stick growth. It's not a gentle curve upwards. It's that sharp, dramatic, and sustained takeoff. That's where the market is going, right now. But connecting with these high-demand candidates is tougher than ever. Agencies are battling all these different platforms. They're dealing with candidate ghosting, sourcing costs are through the roof, over $12,000 in some cases. To win, you have to cut through all of that noise and get in front of serious, high-intent candidates. And that is why specialized job platforms are becoming absolutely essential. And that really brings us to the bottom line, doesn't it? We're talking about a nearly $10 billion market where speed and visibility are everything. The agencies that are going to win are the ones who overcome that fragmentation. They'll do it by connecting with providers on specialized, high-intent platforms like Jobs and Anesthesia, which are built to attract the exact talent they need. So the question isn't just about the cost of being invisible, it's about the incredible value of being seen in exactly the right place.